Hey guys, Jacob with Myers Window Cleaning. And you're probably wondering, do you actually land jobs doing free work for people? And the answer is yes. And the way you go about this is you go into the dirtiest possible spots you can find that are also the most professional looking, and then you just go and clean. And if there's any phone numbers or email addresses, you can always leave them a message right after you leave your calling card. I'm just finishing up these guys right here. But I figure might as well just talk a little bit. When you're cleaning these big panes of glass, the thing that you want to keep in mind is you don't have to do a super perfect job on these. In fact, I would not advise going all out, especially if you are going to be giving cleanings like this. And the reason is if they don't go with you, at least you're not that disappointed. So, I mean, don't go all out, but do as much as you think you can do without wasting too much time for free work. Now, with bigger panes of glass, you can kind of measure the channels that you have with your by holding it up to the glass, and that'll determine whether or not you're going to fan the glass, or if you're going to sorry, the camera's out of view. It's going to determine whether you fan the glass or whether you do straight pulls on it. Now, for the sake of time, what I like to do is I'll do multiple panes at once before I have to switch tools. You know, go to one window, you squeegee it, or sorry, you soap mop it, you squeegee it, use a detailing cloth, get the corners, wipe down sills, then you move to the next window, which a lot of people will do that. There's nothing wrong with that, but I like doing two at a time, as I only have to do half the work switching out stuff. So for the sake of time, what you can do is, this is about two, and a general rule I will do is, if you want to figure out whether to straight pull or fan, if it takes you more than, I would say, two, maybe three pulls downward, then you're going to fan the glass. And if you're going to do straight pulls, make sure you fan the top, or sorry, not fan the top, feather the top, which is moving it back and forth just to get the water moving, or cut in at an angle like this. Kind of, you can feather even after that if you want to, but then just nice and down and bend with your knees. You'll never bend with your back. And then what you can do is with this, when you're doing a down pull, the right side's going to point down as I'm pulling down, because that's where there's no water. Also, it'll feed it back up this way. And some people, what they'll do is they'll go all the way down to the glass. The reason I don't is because you then get a pool of water you have to clean up right immediately after, and you're already having to go to the top and detail this. Instead, what you can do is, see, now I got half the action going. You can immediately fan the bottom. There's not, I mean, if you use a lot less solution too, you don't have to worry about the top dripping. But if you have a lot of solution going, you might want to get those tops first before you do the bottoms. And for economy of motion, you always want to move in the direction of the way you want to finish. So if I'm finishing all the windows on the right, I want to make sure that I'm ending to the right, not to the left, because I'm not going that way. The economy of motion is very important. When you are cleaning windows, it is better to make sure that you're conserving your energy, especially when it's super cold out, but also in this respect, you don't tire yourself out as quickly either. You have all the steps. You don't really need to think about them, and it's just more a matter of doing. And again, business is about doing. So if you do stuff, generally you'll be more successful than someone who doesn't do stuff. And I had the light going out. I think they have timers here on the property, but that is okay. I'm just gonna finish up this video by saying, do what you can to get out there. Don't worry about if what others think of you. That will pass with time. But what you gotta do though is focus on just getting the jobs. And to do that, the camera here a little bit, or here we go. You want to actually, yes, they shut off the lights on me. You want to, in order to get all the jobs, just keep doing this. It's not a failed strategy by any means. And you know what the funny thing is? The funniest thing is you will have people, especially your other competitors, they'll be going, wow, he's washing that. Wonder what he's getting paid for that. And the trick is, well, you're not, but you're making a better impression than they are. They're standing there, in jealousy, thinking that you have the storefront, when in reality you're as stuck as them, but you're the one doing stuff. That's the whole point. You never ever want to be in a position where you're in a weaker position, unless that position is used to set up a power move. And a weaker position is, go and do the store front cleanings for free. And that's my tips for you.